What's up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about, if I can get these things on, we're going to be talking about trust handling. Now, what I'm about to show you guys is an animal that I don't think you guys have seen yet, unless of course you're on my Facebook or whatnot. Can we just talk about how tight these freaking gloves are? They're goat leather. And when dealing with lizards, especially new lizards, it's best to have some form of protection. The animal that you guys are about to see is not necessarily known for being aggressive, bitey, whatever, but the exception is this animal was a wild caught animal. He was a I don't even know. He was a wild caught animal. So with that being said, obviously he lived the beginning of his life in the wild and having to be afraid of any type of predators and whatnot. So this animal, or the species that is generally known for being docile and actually has played multiple, I can't necessarily say multiple roles, but has played at least one role in a big Disney Channel show. You'll understand here in a second. However, sometimes one layer of gloves just doesn't work. Sometimes with bigger animals, more protection is better. So sometimes you want to get something that is big enough and thick enough to better protect you. It's not guaranteed. These are the gloves that I wore by themselves whenever I went and got the iguana from the pond in the back. But we don't need those today. Yeah, so I guess let's just show you what I'm talking about. This is my new, not so much new, I've had him for a little bit now. This is my Asian water monitor. And as you can see, he is not super happy. Still have a lot of handling to do with him. I do have to still obviously get him up in his weight. When these guys are wild or from the wild, it is very, very common for them to be slender. He actually doesn't look too bad. He does, like I said, need to gain some weight, but these guys can get, you gonna calm down, Bubba? These guys can get up to 9 feet long, sometimes even exceeding that and getting up to 10 feet. He's not trying to work with me, guys. I do apologize not being able to show you necessarily a clean shot of him. However, Disney Channel's show, Jessie, featured Mrs. Kipling, who was actually a male, but again, Asian water monitor. And calm down. The reason why it was a male, number one, because of how docile the individual animal was, as well as the size of the individual animal, which, due to sexual dimorphism, just like with the turtles, for instance, as I talked about in my last video, the males are the bigger of the species, whereas in snakes, it's generally the females. It could be all the way around. Females are bigger than the males in the snakes. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe someone can school me and teach me differently. Give me an example of a male snake that would get bigger than a female. That would be awesome. However, this little guy here has a lot of progress to go through, and I know with the work put into him, that is not going to be a problem. The truss handling, as you guys can see me demonstrate, I don't hold him and keep him still. Like even right now I have a loose hold onto him, but I continuously move my hands just like this and let him walk around me. Obviously if he was to jolt, I would have to kind of get a hold of him just so he doesn't get loose. With monitors and generally anything, you kind of want them to explore. When they feel like they're being held, they're more of a, they more so feel like they're being threatened. So obviously with that, they're more aggressive, so to speak, more so protective, and they can lash around and bite, and those nails don't feel good either. But so far he's actually doing pretty decent. He's not super happy, but you can't really blame him. Like I said, he was out in the wild when he started off. So it is going to take some time. It is going to take some effort to get him to be okay with my interactions. And then eventually, once he is proven to be docile enough to handle my interactions, then we can progress him into being one of the channel monarchs. As of right now, this is the biggest lizard that, not so much the biggest lizard that I have, because obviously Valentino is bigger than this guy, but this guy has the potential to get bigger than Valentino, obviously, and he is actually one of the largest lizards in the world. Obviously Komodo dragons get pretty decent, not so much pretty decent, they get freaking massive, but these guys are right up there in length, maybe not size all the way around. Even though they do get pretty meaty, they're still not as built as, say, a Komodo dragon. Almost like a small alligator. Obviously alligators can surpass the 9 feet, but these guys not only look similar to an alligator, but the size, once they get up to their adult size, they do mimic alligators pretty decently. But that's going to be the end of that, guys. I do apologize for talking your ears off. It is 1:30 in the frickin' morning, and here I am trying to push out more content for you guys. We're really trying to get to that 1K. We only need, like, what, 25 more subscribers. I know with your guys' help and support, we can get there. And I'm sure Capone would really appreciate you guys liking, commenting, and subscribing if you guys haven't already. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Leave a comment down below giving me a suggestion. If I can, I'll try to make it in one of my upcoming videos. Alright guys, take care.